in Danani, among the dwarfs, what I try to lay emphasis on what happened. The same thing that happened in Fidokwi village also happened in that Danani, but in another form. Because praying that God should give us what will touch the life of these Yakuba's dwarfs is that we want them to see that there's another God which is more powerful than their idol. So one day I went to one of the people, the farmer, because when I get there to the mountains there, they have where they farm on the mountain. So when I went there to the farm with them, I go there to go and help them to cut some grasses, to see how they are working. Though I can't understand what they are saying, but they talk to me like as if I am deaf and dumb. And we also try to understand one another because I'm trying to learn their language and culture. So when I went there, they were talking about, so there was a place I wanted to sit down. It was the idol. I don't know that it was the idol where they worship. They used to kill fowl on it and split the blood and everything. I went there straight and sat down on that thing because I don't know. And when they saw it, they shouted on me. They were annoyed. Said, come on. One of them came and drew me. He said, but what happened? He said, that place, that it is their God, is making the sign of as if they bow down there. He said, no, I don't know. He said, oh, and the wife was so sad. The wife started crying. I said, why are you crying? He said that one of them came, the son. The son can speak little of French. And he came to me, he said, that thing you sat on, anybody that sit on that thing will not see the next morning. Or touch it, that person will die. I said, I said, but don't you know that myself, Jesus that is living in my own heart, he said, I shall not die, but I will live to show the glory of the Lord. I said that, it's not the same thing here. This thing is powerful. He said, okay, we shall see. So we went home. I asked the woman, don't cry. She gave me the same food, the maggot soup with ila. And ila, from my childhood, I've never eaten it. Because then if I eat anything, any draw soup, it scratches my body. But there, in that village, I did not have that scratch. Because that was how I believed that God wanted to use these things for my life, for his own glory. And when I got home, I only prayed. I said, I covered myself by the blood of Jesus. Lord, you told me that whatsoever I would tread the sole of my feet, that you will give it to me. These people are for you. They are for you, Jesus. And they have to come to know you. So I don't know how you will do it, but I know you will do it. So I went to bed and I slept. In the next morning, when I woke up, because normally every morning, they used to bring pap. We call it like ogi. They used to bring the wheat pap. It's made of jero. They bring it every morning to me. But that morning, I did not wait for them to bring it. Because I want to show to them that I cannot die. Because the person that is living in me is more greater than he that lives in that shrine where I sat down unknowingly. So when I went there to their house, the first person that saw me threw what was in her hand and ran back inside. I said, why is he running? He thought I'm dead or he's a spirit. So I entered, I greet them. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Nobody answered me. So later, one of the old men came out from the back of the yard and said, Paul, is it you? I said, yes, it's me. The old man speaks a little French too. He said, is it you? I said, yes, it's me. What happened in the night? I said, nothing happened. I slept and I woke up this morning. He said, how? What happened yesterday? We told you that if you sat down on that thing, you would die. And unknowingly you sat down without even knowing the laws. And nothing happened to you. In this village, that spirit will strike the person to death. I said, but nothing happened to me. Because he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. He said, who is that person? I said, it's Jesus. The Jesus I've been telling you about. Jesus, your wife said that maybe it's another idol that they have not started worshiping. That is the same Jesus. He said, wow. He said, let's go. He took me to the chief of their village. We went there, still on the mountain. We went there. They already explained to the chief of their village that stranger that came to our village, and that stranger is helpful to us. He helps us in our farm. He helps us go to the stream to get water. Look at him yesterday. He went out, sat down on that idol. Unknowingly, he would die. The gods will strike him to death. They have cried already. They have already mourned me. They thought by the next morning they just come and carry my cup and go and throw it to the shrine, because they said anybody that dies of that will be thrown to the shrine. Nobody will bury the person, so that the curse will not come on them too. So when I came, they went down. The village, the palace of the chief was immediately filled with people. All of them were looking at me strangely. Why? He's not dead. Why? Nothing happened to him. And that was how they started having confidence in me. And when I go about, I just have that confidence myself to touch any of those things I found around. And I said, in the name of Jesus, because the Spirit, he that lives in me is greater than he that lives in the world. And I cast out those demons, those spirits living in those things. So there was a day I went to the town, to Danani, because that Danani, the village is not only filled with the dwarfs. We have Liberians that are around from war. There is a refugee camp, the United Nations refugee camp around there. So I went there. There are people that used to worship there. On Sundays, I used to go out to go and worship at their church, because there are many strangers speaking English around. They are Liberians. So I used to go among them to go and worship. So there is a prophetess. She's the bishop of the church. She's a woman. She was the one that started the church there at the refugee camp. So I used to go to her and talk to her that, Ma'am, I'm a missionary. I'm working with the Yakuba tribe. She used to try to encourage me somehow, but it's like discouragement, because she said that those people, nobody can win them to Jesus. We have tried our best in this camp, and we have left them because they don't want to change. We go there, we show film to them, they don't watch it. If you show Jesus film, they will say, what is this one? All of them will turn their back. It's like they are not interested in anything. So we don't think those people, maybe God did not, because you have not seen anything about them. We only see giants in the Bible, not dwarfs. So maybe they don't even, God doesn't have a record for them. So I said, no. As long as they have life in them, they are created at the image of God. So I believe something can still happen in that village. So I narrated the story to the woman, and she said, wow. So that happened, and you did not die. He said that thing, before she used to think that it's a lie. But there are unbelievers that really touched that thing. Someone even went and the thing fell down. He hit the thing and it fell down. He said that guy became paralyzed immediately. Up to today, he can't walk because he hit that thing and the thing fell down. I said, I sat on it unknowingly. He said, the same boy also. I said, but Jesus lives in me, and I'm different from the person, and I'm sent there. God has a purpose, because if anything happens to me, that means Jesus doesn't have any power. How will people know that Jesus is the only one that can save if such things does not happen? So I talked to the woman. I'm trying to encourage her. If you can bring more of your teams, still come to the village, and we clap hands with them, try to do it the way they want it, not the way we want it. Because when we go into people, strange people that doesn't know anything about what we are doing, if we want to come and impose our own on them, that no, this is how we have to clap, and this is how we have to pray, this is how we have to dance, they will see it as strange things. Let us do it the way you are used to their own idols. They worship their own idol. They will dance first around the idol. After dancing, they will sit down. They will listen to the chief, the babalawo that has to listen to the spirits and tell them what the spirits said. And after that, all of them, they will go and bring their sacrificed goats and rams and sacrifice and go. So let us do it their own way. And when the woman started, coming with other ministers from Liberia. So this pastor also used to come from that village. So he used to come there to come and distribute Bibles to the refugees and all that. So when this pastor came, his name is Morgan. He's also a Liberian. And when he came, he tried to talk to me that these people, if they are one to Christ, what do you want to do? Do you want to start church among them? I said, yes, I want to start church, but I'm a missionary. I'm not staying here. Immediately there is church, and I know that there are some, maybe 2 or 3 that are Christians. I want to give them to the church, this women church. If they can continue the work, maybe they can bring a man. Because in the village there, it is forbidden that women should teach them. Their women don't talk when they are talking. They are dwarfs, but their woman respects them. When the men are talking, women don't talk. So if you go to them and you said you want to put women to preach to them, it's like you are bringing something else they don't know. So do it now the way they understand, till the time that their knowledge and understanding will be renewed. When they will have new knowledge in Christ, they will know that women also have the same, they are in equality. So after this, we started evening worship there. We clap hands with them. We try to change some of their songs, the songs they give to the idol. Any places they mention the name of their idol, we put Jesus there. We already told them that we also would like to sing that song, and we want to put the name of our own God there. They said, no problem. No problem. As long as that God is with me and he protects me from dying. So they also like that God. They like him. They like to come. As we will sing the song that everybody knows. So we sing the song. I try to learn their songs. And because I try to learn that song, they now feel like I want to be part of them. Even up to saying that they will give me one of their the lady dwarfs to marry. I'll remain there in the village. I never oppose them. When they are saying, I said, yes, it is possible. See, I'm still single. I'm not married, so I don't know who my wife will be. So no problem about that. So I know I'm not going to marry, but I don't want to tell them that so that they will not be discouraged. So we eat together. Things that I don't do in my house. You know, there are people who don't wear clothes. And if I want to show to them I'm wearing clothes all the time, sometimes I'll remove my shirt and go to farm with them like that. I roll my trouser because they don't have trouser. Some of them, they use this palm tree something and make it as if it's dress. They weave goat skin as if it's skirt. If you see it, you will like it. They have natural things there. They don't go to market to go and buy clothes. Until we started church there, we started telling them that clothes also is very good. It will cover you from cold. And there on the mountain is very, very, very cold. Very cold. Most of the time there is rain. And it's cold. With all that, they don't wear anything. And they are not sick of cold. They are used to it. They drink cold. They don't warm their food. They will eat it cold. They will drink it cold. Everything cold. But I pray to God to help me. They don't eat pepper as we eat pepper. And their okra soup is filled with maggots. Those things are like maggots. They are in the mountains. You can find them on the trees. I've never seen anybody eating them. But they said there is protein in it. I don't chew it. I just take it. And I don't carry it in my eye so that they will see me as if I dislike the food. I said, no, it's nice. When I will go inside my house, I'll watch my mouth. I'll pray, God, please help me. I will not die. But I spent almost a year with them like that. At the end of when I started thinking about, praying about for other places to go. That was when these people, the first man I had contact with, his name is Yakubu. They have that name like in their own culture, Jacob, but they call it Yakubu in their own culture. They are not Muslims. There is no mosque there. Nobody prays Allahu Akbar there. Nobody. is only idol worshiping. And they separate themselves from civilization. If you go to Cote d'Ivoire, you see civilization. But when you get there, you think that place is not Cote d'Ivoire. Otherwise, it is. They don't just like. So, when I met with him, he said that, oh, Paul, I came to you today. I've been seeing many things. There are some things that you have been doing in this village. Nobody ever do it, because they said anybody that brings civilization to our village, something different from what we are doing, that person will die. But the spirit did not kill you. We don't know why the spirits are leave you alone, alive. We don't know. We can't say. But instead, our children, they love you. Everybody wants you around. I want you to tell that your Jesus to also come and keep my family safe from death. I said, yes, I can tell him. Jesus would like to hear that from you. I said, you can say it too. You can repeat it. And he said, yes, he will. And I started saying it. The woman, that Liberian woman, the bishop, she translates in the language to him. And we repeat the same thing. I pray that Jesus, this man is asking you to come into their family. That means into their life. Come into his life and protect his family from sudden death, from the idols or spirit killing the family. And that was how this man and the family started coming to church. So my last moment with them, what I note was that at least 14 of them, they gave their life to Jesus the way they understood it. That was how I left them, because we started the church there.